I'm the first one today. You are. I don't know how you do it. Jace, how you doing? Andrea. Melissa and Joan. Amy. User 1400 and 1000. Sarah. Joy. Mary. I know a lot of you are just swiping by. So for those of you just swiping by, if you want to hang out, we're going to be on today for a few hours. So if you do leave, come back. All right. I just want to let you know I'm Uncle Glenn, and we have a great family here. This is Fall into Flavor today. And we do a cooking live show here. I'm not a chef. I'm just Uncle Glenn. And we have a good time with this family. I got to tell you that. All right. Wrist. How you doing, Wrist? Yes. I got my friends here. You know, so nice seeing the family. Sunshine. There ain't no sunshine today here. Today it's rainy and cold again. I was out in the garden yesterday and the day before. I said, here we go. But right back at it. So I'm making today a nice, hearty, creamy, cheesy soup. All right. We're going to make some of that today just to get that warmth back on the bones. You know what I mean? Doing great. Hey, listen, I'm here. I got my coffee. I got my family. I got a lot of goods here to cook with. I'm a happy guy. D. Hello, D. You know, this is the best part. I love when I get together with the family and I get to say hello. Because once I start cooking, you know, then I got to go. All right? So, but I get a couple of minutes right in the beginning to greet you guys as you're coming in. Here's my mod, Kit Kat, of course. Yes. VJ! My other mod is here, my VJ, yes. Yes. Good. Shug and Cynthia just swiped by, and Trigger. Wow, Tony, yeah, Tony's back. G, yeah, Darrow. All right, I know a lot of you guys just swipe, and you say, what's going on here? All right, but I got to tell you something. We have fun, and we're going to be on today for a few hours because I got a few things to make. All right, so it's cold again. It's rainy out. The weather is nasty, but we got each other, and we're going to make some good food today. One of the things I want to try, I'm going to do like a combination thing today. All right, should we start? Should we talk about what we're going to do? Because you have the flu, Edward. Oh, no. Wow. Well, make sure you have your mask on, all right? This way you don't get us sick. That's all right. You don't need a mask with us, all right? Even if you're standing right next to me, I don't care. I want you to feel better, though, all right? Serious. I know a lot of you are sick, and this weather kind of goes, woo, right now. You don't know whether to come or you're going, whether you're putting a coat on, whether you're putting on your tank top or getting out the suntan lotion or it's snowing. We don't know. But we have fun. Wow, we're on less than 5 minutes, and we got 180 people here? Oh, man, could be a fun day. Could be fun. All right, I'm putting my coffee down. Let me get the board. And let's talk about what we're cooking. I know you want to know what we're cooking, right? Em is sick too? Ay. DJ Kodo here. Anthony. Teal. All right. Let me get my board. All right, let's get the board and let's write down what we're cooking today. You got to help me spell because you know I'm bad at spelling. Let me get the board. I didn't even bring it in here. So where is it? Mama, where'd you put my board? There it is. Okay, I got it. All right, so we got to erase what we had from yesterday. All right, hold on. I'm coming through. All right. Woo! All right, here's our board. All right. So while we're on this board, let's say hello to our mods. All right, these are our mods that we have. And the mods are so helpful in this room. You guys know it. All right. We have Kit Kat, Melissa McAllister 7, Tracy, Doc Chaos Beats, Dirt Road Hustler, VJ, Crochet by Trish 315, Mo Wheels 2006, and Canucktails. All right. These are our mods. Uncle Glenn is Uncle Glenn Shop Talk. I'm going to try to get that name switched back now just to Uncle Glenn number 2. All right. They switched it on me. So I got to try to get that back. All right. If you want to see any of these lives, any of them, you go to YouTube at Uncle Glenn number 2. All of these lives I post after we're done, the complete live. So if you have a recipe that you missed or you jumped in here in the middle, make sure you go and you hit that subscribe button. It's free. You hit the like button if you like it, and you find where it is and what it is that you want to see what we did. The whole live is there. You can pause it. You can scroll through it. You can stop it. You can write down the ingredients because they always change with me. I ain't a chef. All right? So, all right. So, and then I have my Instagram, Uncle Glenn number 2, and my link tree, which is on my profile, which will give you everything that you want to know. All right? So let's talk about our food. What are we doing? What are we making? Well, let's take a look. All right? This is from the other night. All right? But we got to fix this up. All right? We started the other night our pastry dough, but we didn't finish it. So we're going to finish making that pastry dough today. The baked apples we did. That was really a nice dessert. We baked some apples. It went over custard, and we got rid of it. We're done. This was amazing. The fried chicken cutlet. We took one big chicken breast. I split it in half. We pounded it out. It was like that big on the dish. All right? And we put grilled onions on it, mushrooms, asparagus. We melted mozzarella on top, and then we made a marsala gravy that we poured on top. And came out great. And then we had zucchini pasta. I took a zucchini, we shaved it up, we boiled it up, we put garlic, oil, and cheese. Great dinner. It was a great dinner. But we're going to make something tonight, too. All right? So, all right. We're going to finish up our pastry dough. That's one of the things we're doing. All right? So we know that. All right? But I have a rack. All right? I have a rack. Let me just get paper towel on this, and let me show you what I got. All right? Hold on. Let me just dry this up a little bit. I had this rinsing off. All right? I have a rack of Louisiana ribs here. A rack. All right? So, we're going to make this up. We're going to spice it up. I don't know how I want to make it yet, but I do want to have it. I want to get it in the oven. I want to cook it, and I want to finish it on the barbecue. And I'd like it to have a nice, crusty, kind of sticky feel and taste to it. So I'm not sure whether we're just going to go with we're not going to go just barbecue. All right? We're going to probably either go with a combination of a Brazilian dry spice, and maybe we'll add like an Asian kind of a glaze to it as well. All right, so we're going to play around with it. It's going to be something I never did before, but it's going to be good. So we're going to do that probably first, because I want this in the oven cooking at a very low temperature, and I want it covered about an hour and a half. All right, and then we'll take it out. We'll let it cool, and then we're going to put it on the barbecue to finish it. All right, sound good? All right, so we have our ribs. We got to, maybe take some of the veiny stuff off. We're going to play around with that. That's going to be number one. All right. Okay, let me just wash my hands. Hold on. Uncle Glenn likes to wash his hands a lot. So, my towel. I need a hand towel. Give me a hand towel. I'll use this one today. All right. Then, we're going to mix. So, let's write that down. I don't know. Think about how we're going to make those ribs. But we're going to do those first. So we are going to make, we're going to cook a rack of ribs, and we're definitely going to finish them off on the barbecue. I just like it. we put some brown sugar in it, or we put some, maybe some duck sauce on it, maybe some Asian sauce. When we take it out, then I want to put it on the barbecue and kind of glaze it. Let that glaze burn into the top of the rib. So they're nice and messy and delicious. All right? And then we're going to make some coleslaw. I'll make some coleslaw to go with that. All right? All right? So that's pretty basic. If you want some beans, I can open up a can of beans and we can, you know, I don't know. You got to help me. All right? No pasta, no bread, and no pizza. All right? Anything else is a possibility. No pasta, no pizza, no bread. All right. All right. So we got the rack of ribs we're going to do. We're going to do the coleslaw. Oh, we are going to make some broccoli, cheddar soup. We're going to make that from scratch. We're going to make a nice broccoli cheddar soup. I don't know if I spoke broccoli right. I know it's either 2 L's or 2 C's, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. All right? So I want to do that. Because today, outside, yesterday was so nice. The day before we had sunshine. I said, oh, here we go. Farm to table the sun. Let me get in the garden. I went out there this morning. I said, woo, no. It's cloudy, it's rainy, it's cold. So I got to warm them bones up. All right? So we're gonna make a nice little hearty something here. So we're going to do this broccoli and cheddar soup as well. And then we got to have a dessert, right? Well, the pastry dough won't be ready. Otherwise, I would have made my crumb. But I loved the oatmeal cookies the other day. And I want to make more of those. I gave some to my friends. He had the peanut butter one. Oh, they went like nothing. So I'm going to make more of those. And we're going to put, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to make another batch of them. And I got to remember, I liked using the banana in that mix because it kept it from spreading out. All right. The other one, I love them like that, but my cookies, the first batch we made, they were all stuck to each other. They burnt. So we're going to make some oatmeal cookies. I don't know exactly what we're going to put in it yet, but we'll figure it out. Oatmeal cookies. All right? So I think the order in which we should do this is going to be rack of ribs. Let's get that prepped up because I want them to sit before they go in the oven. All right, we're going to just use some dry herbs and spices on that. All right, this is quick. The coleslaw, we can make that anytime. I think we'll make the broccoli and cheddar soup. I mean, this is going to take the longest. This is going to take us about 2 hours from start to finish. This broccoli and cheddar soup maybe take 10 minutes to do, 15 minutes to do. All right. The oatmeal cookies probably take us about a half hour, and then we got to cook them for 12 minutes. But I can't cook this and this together because this I'm going to cook at a lower temperature. This is going to be around 275, 300. This is going to be around 350. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. But let's spice this up, okay? And then the pastry dough is done. I'm just going to finish it today, and I'm going to show you how, all right? We made this pastry dough yesterday, okay? No, on Tuesday. We made it on Tuesday, all right? And all this is like a pie dough. The only difference ingredient in here was that I added an egg yolk to it, and now it's going to become a pastry dough by the way that we roll it out, and we're going to add butter layers in between. And I'm going to show you how I fold it in. We're going to rub it out. We're going to add more butter. And the more layers of butter that you use, the higher the flake. Oh, Kit Kat, Gorgie Heine! Gorgie Heine! All right? So that's what we're going to do. And this is came out great. I've made this before now. And it really, really came out well. So we're going to do that as well. Okay? All right. Let's get started. Let me get on an apron. Now, one of the things I got to tell you while I have my sip of coffee before we get going. We're going to be pinning up some products today. All right? I'm able to do that now. All right? And I'm going to kind of, if you see what I'm wearing, I have my mods are helping out. Like I'm going to be putting on one of my aprons. We have all different kinds of aprons. But they're in my little shop. So if you need an apron, get it in our shop. If not, then so be it. I'm going to be showing you my bowls tonight. I'm going to show you the food grinder I'm going to be using. I'm going to show you my organizer for my pots and pans. I'm going to be showing you my cast iron pot. These are some of the things I'm going to show you are essential. You really, really should have them in your kitchen if you plan on cooking, because anybody can download a recipe. Anyone can. Okay? Easy. But if you don't have the tools to make it, the right tools, then you can't do it. It's like building a house and the only thing you have is a tape measure. You can't build it. So you got to have the right products. All right? And now this is great because now I'm going to start showing you labels. I'm going to show you not necessarily that it's going to even be there for you to get, but I can show you because this is the type of live that they allow it. So I can show you the oil I'm using. I can show you the spices. I can show you everything. All right? And that's why I did it. Joyce, you want to take a quick look before we get going? We're finishing up our pastry dough. We're making a rack of ribs. We're making some coleslaw. We're going to make some broccoli cheddar soup, and we're going to make some oatmeal cookies. All right? We should be on for about 3 to 4 hours. All right? All right. Put that there, and let's get cooking. All right. Oh, I got to get my lights on. Hey, look at this. My bulb, this one bulb in my kitchen always goes out. Always. So when I turn it on, see? And I probably need an electrician. I got to touch it for it to go on. I don't get it, but I got to do that. Okay. Apron. All right, let's look at my apron. I'm going to show you all my aprons. All right? And then you tell me which one you want me to wear tonight. All right? Now, this first apron is actually in my shop. All right? They're in there. There's 2 different ones that are in the shop. So if you want just a regular apron like this, they're there. But let me show you some of these aprons that we have. And I got all of these as gifts from my mods, from the family members. They sent them to my post office box. So I'm going to show you, all right? So this one here is the one that's in the shop. All right, so if you're looking for an apron, they're cheap. Grab one from Uncle Glenn. Then I have this apron right here that I think I got from VJ. I did. All right, and it's really a cool apron. Let me show you. All right, I'm gonna display my aprons right now so you can see. Here, we're like on a fashion show. Look at this. This on this apron snaps right on. Okay, and if you need a hand towel, here's do this. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm going to try to find this so that it's a really good apron. All right. Then I have my specialty aprons, okay? And I have the first apron, the first gift I ever got. And that was from Kit Kat, all right? And it says, I never did this before. Now, a lot of you hear some of the stuff I say. I don't know what I'm saying, but I must say this a lot because it's true. I never did a lot of what I do ever before. Everything's always changing here on this channel, all right? So it's very, very appropriate. And it'll be appropriate even for tonight because I've never made broccoli and cheddar soup, okay? The extra straps on this goes, oh, you mean this one? Hold on. The extra straps on this one is this, all right? You put it on and you put your arm through this way, okay? That's why there's extra straps on that one, all right? Just wanted to show you, all right? Then I have my Kit Kats, all right? I call her mine because she's my Kit Kat, all right? Then, I don't know, I said a lot, you're going to hear it a lot. I know I can say it and I don't even realize it, okay? But I say, come on, come on, come on. I mean, I say that in life while I'm walking through this, something happens. I go, come on. I mean, I just do. And you guys made me an apron with that too, all right? Oh, no, I never say that, right? And then I have, what do you think? What do you think? When we make our food and it comes out, what do you think? What do you think? It's so much fun. I mean, and this is what we do. We just have a great time. All right? So anyway, the only apron that I have is the one that's there. Which one should we wear tonight? All right? Which apron should I wear? I can always change them. But what apron? We have, what do you think? We have, come on, come on. We have, I never did this before. Heiny, the doggy who called you Heiny. I know a guy. Look at Nick. It says, I know a guy. Nick. And then we have this one here, which is a very practical apron. Very, very good one. All right, the one with the towel. All right. All right. How about? Oh no, I don't know if we can do it. Nah, we can't do a. All right, I'll switch them up. All right. I'm gonna use. I never did this before right now because I never did the ribs like this. I'm gonna be making this up as I go along. All right. So let's use that one first tonight. All right. Hang that one there. Hey, keep them on. It's a little cold anyway. So I got 3 aprons on. 3! All right? Here we go. All right. You guys like this? I mean, you guys have fun? I'm hoping that you have a lot of fun. And I hope that you enjoy this. And I hope that no one is offended that there are some products coming up that, that you have being able to, if you want to buy something, you buy it. You don't. If you do, if you're going to get it anyway, then buy it, get it over here where you support the family. All right? All right. Let's get over here. And I'm going to do this right here. First, let's get our ribs. All right? I'm going to get a pan to do this on. Yeah. I'm going to do this on. Okay. Because I really don't want to contaminate everything with the pork. All right. So, we have our pork ribs here. Okay? I'm going to bring this down so you can see what I'm doing. All right? First thing I want to do is dry everything as best that I can. Okay? I had it washed. I washed it already, but I want to dry it so that whatever spices we put on here, they're going to stick. All right? And we're going to make the spices. We're going to blend, we're going to put them all together, and then we're going to rub it in. All right? I have a couple in mind that I want to use. And then we can like take different turns on how we're going to cook this. We could, first, I want to dry spice it. And then let it sit. You could take the membrane off, but I'm going to burn the heck out of this baby later. And I found that it's really not that necessary. I mean, it is if you're a chef. I'm not a chef. I'm cooking at home. And honestly, I don't mind it. So if you're, someone that minds it, you take it off. May take some off. I'm going to look. But I don't mind it. All right? Once I get that on the barbecue, that's going to get disintegrate. All right. So we can take a little off. All right, let's see. See if we take some of this off. All right, you want me to take some off? I'll take it off. Okay, boom. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm telling you right now. All right, I'm going to take off some of it. If it's easy to come off, I'm going to take it off. Just like that. It's very, very important that you have sharp tools to work with. All right, I always sharpen my knives. Okay? Having a really good knife set is a great gift for somebody, and anyone that's looking to cook, it's an essential part of what you need. All right? So, there are different sets. Some sets of knives are very, very expensive. I mean, you can buy a knife and it can be $400, one knife. And then they have different knife sets that are pretty good. But it's important, especially like doing something like this, all right? And that's enough of that side. Let's check the back and see how this is, all right? Now, this is probably the membrane that is over here, all right? And it's, yes, it is. It'll make it less chewy by taking this membrane off, if you can, all right? I'm not going to go crazy, though, I'm telling you. I'll see how easy I can do it, if I can do it. All right, I'm not a butcher. I'm not a chef. So, I do what I can. That's all I can tell you. All right? I can do what I can do. And that's it. Let's see if I can get this off. All right, right here. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm telling you. All right? It does. I know that there's ways to do it, but, if you're a chef and you know how to do it, or you're a butcher and you know how to do it, you do it. I'm just an old fat Italian guy that likes to cook and loves to eat. So this is going to break down, I can tell you right now, later. When I have this on a barbecue, I'm going to burn the heck out of this. And this is the side I'm going to be working with. So I'm, like I said, I'm not going crazy here. All right. There isn't much aside from that. But yes, you're supposed to take the membranes off of this stuff. But like I said, it's probably going to end up ruining what I'm doing, and I'm not doing that. So I'm living with it. All right. I'm going to live with the membrane that's on that, maybe this part can come off right here. Okay, that I can take off. Okay. I could probably take this off right here. Okay. Yep. I mean, this is the right way to do it. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm taking this piece off, and then we're going to call it a membrane day. All right? Let me just get that one piece. Now you got me started here. All right, I got to get this off. Okay, good. Okay, that's it. That's all the membranes coming off. And you'll watch me chomp right through that later anyway. So, all right, so this is what we got. All right? Now we got to make a spice. All right? We're going to I'm going to get my stainless steel bowls that I use a lot, okay? In fact, I'm always using my stainless steel bowls. And you talk about something that's really good in your kitchen that you really should have. I just wish that I had bought stainless steel bowls that have covers. All right? I have these. I have probably 2 sets here of stainless steel bowls. I use these all the time. Why? Because they're easy to clean. I can easily separate one from the other. All right? I can put dry mix, wet mix, and then I use the big bowl to blend things together. All right? But that's just me. There's all different sizes. But there's really good ones that they have on in the shop, and those have covers. That is probably, I don't have covers for any of these. These are just stainless steel bowls, but there's covers, and a cover goes on top of this, and then there's a secondary cover that goes in the center, and you can take that little round secondary cover, take it off, and they come with these little graters. All right? Like this. They're round discs that go in the center of the bowl. So the cover's on. You take the center one off. You put the little round grater right on it. And then you can take your carrots. They go right in. You can take your cabbage, your onion, whatever you're doing, and your grated cheese. When you're done, you pop the grater out, you put the center one back in, you can put it right in the fridge. They're really convenient, and if I was to get more bowls, that would be the one I would get. I have in my shop these as well. But my recommendation, get the one with the covers. They still stack. The covers can be put on the side separately, and it's just great. It's very, very smart, whoever thought about that. All right, very smart. All right. Let's take one of these and let us make a spice rub together. Okay? All right, what are we using? Well, I can tell you right now, one of the things I want to start with is some salt. All right? So I'm going to use some coarse kosher salt. Now I'm gonna put right in here. All right? And we're gonna take 1.5 teaspoons of this. I'm just making a rub for those ribs. Now there's no special ingredient here. A little more, it's okay. I'm not worried about exact measurements for this. All right? Next thing, let's put in, let's get some paprika going here. All right? I have some smoked paprika and I have some sweet paprika, and we're going to use a teaspoon of each one of these for the rub. All right? So this is a smoked. Now, again, I'm sure you guys have spices, so it doesn't matter really what brand you get, but these are the ones I have. This is a smoked paprika. Okay, I got 1 teaspoon. It's going in. I have some sweet paprika right here. 1 teaspoon going right in. Yep. I'll show you what I'm putting in, and if you guys want me to add something else, you let me know. Listen, this is a fun time. This is not Uncle Glenn, the chef, showing you these special recipes. I don't know what the recipe is. I'm making it up as I go along. So if you want to see it and it comes out good, go to my YouTube, Uncle Glenn #2, and say, hey, that came out pretty good. I'm going to try it. And I'm going to add this to it. All right? But, so I have 1 teaspoon that I put in of smoked paprika. And now I'm putting in 1 teaspoon of regular paprika, sweet paprika. It's just a lot sticking on the bottom there. But okay. So we have salt, we have smoked paprika, and we have some sweet paprika. And I'm giving it another hit of that because some didn't come out. There we go. All right, perfect. All right. Somebody said, how about some onion powder? All right, we're going to put some onion powder in this. And I'm going to use a teaspoon of this onion powder as well. This is not onion salt, onion powder. Come on. A little more, because I didn't get a full one. Okay? All right, we're going to add some cumin. We got to put some cumin in here. All right? So, let's get, I'm going to say we're going to use a half a teaspoon of cumin because this could be overpowering sometime. It almost gives it that Mediterranean type of a flavor. All right? So does paprika. So we're not doing like a straight barbecue that you would do down south. All right? I don't know if you do it this way. Probably not. But I'm playing tonight. I got time. Some garlic powder. I have one opened. I don't need this one. A little bit. And, yeah, I think we're going to use that. You had mentioned, someone had mentioned some mustard powder. I think I'm going to use some mustard powder. All right. Put 1 teaspoon. Oh, whoa, that was a lot. All right. That was a teaspoon. No, this is a half teaspoon. This was a half teaspoon. Oh, good. So that's about a teaspoon, wouldn't you say? I'd say so. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. We got our garlic powder. And let's get some, I want to put a little mustard in here. Mustard powder. Half teaspoon. Come on. There we go. Okay. That was half teaspoon. Now, I've got some pork rub. It's a pork rub. I don't know exactly what's in here, but I'm putting some in. Pork. Why not? How bad can it be? All right. I'm putting just some in. Yeah, I'm going to put it in. All right. In the back, let's see what's in this. It's curious. It's got spices, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, rice hulla, and chipotle pepper. Sounds good to me. This is what's fun. You know, I go, you guys, I know you're probably going, come on. What are you doing? What are you putting in there? That's disgusting. Now we got to add some brown sugar, right? Of course. Of course we got to add some brown sugar. All right? I'd say we put a nice big tablespoon of that in there. Okay? What do you say, Chef Firecracker? Right? 1 or 2 of these. Brown sugar. That's 1 tablespoon. Okay. Think I should use another one, or is that enough? 2? Rocky Road said 2. All right. All right. All right, so I put 2. All right. Hey, everybody's agreeing with 2. 2 to 4, Melissa. Huh? What do you think? Good? We could always add more. So, well, I think we're good for now. This should be good for a dry rub. All right. Now I'm going to take this. I'll wash my hands a minute. Okay. I don't have this on there, but this soap smells great. The Myers. This one here is olive oil, eucalyptus, and basil. So good. I love the way it smells. You know it. You know, when I smell that, it makes me like happy. I don't know why. It's got like a happy smell. Ah, yeah. Or maybe it's just you guys make me happy. I don't know. But I'm not in any rush tonight. Anybody in a big rush tonight? Huh? Anybody in a big rush? Yeah, aromatic. That's the word. The word. I started early today because I said, you know what? I don't want to start at 5:30. Then I got to rush through everything. All right? So I know some of you can't hang out, but it's snowing in Virginia? Oh, wow. Well, it means it's on its way here. All right. Sip of coffee, and now I'm going to mix that and put that on the ribs. And then we're going to make a glaze for these ribs, too. All right? We're going to make a glaze that we're going to use later. All right? Love my coffee warmer, too. All right, here we are. I'm telling you, the bowls, though, you know, get yourself a set of bowls. They're so easy to clean. They're so easy to, like, scrape stuff out of, and they're really easy to wash. They're sanitary. If they hold, you know, you put it in the refrigerator. The stainless steel gets cold quick. It also gets warm quick. If you need to use it as a double boiler, it really just has so many different works to it. And this, my friends, we just made ourselves a very unique. Oh, that smells terrific. Did we miss anything? Huh? Yes, we did. We missed something here. You know, no, you know what I missed? All right, I'm going to give you a choice. Do we put black pepper, white pepper, or lemon pepper? I put the salt in. Pepper, yep. Marlena, yep. Pepper. What kind of pepper you want to use? Black or white, huh? Kit Kat, lemon. Salty, black. Hazy, white. Black, white. All right. All right. Now, you know what I'm going to do, right? You know what I'm going to do. Hey, white. Black. Yep, you got it, Lynn. We're using a little everything. And a lemon I can even put in here, and I'll tell you why. Because that's going to actually help to work as in my head, I think. It's going to work like, what do they call it? A tenderizer. A little bit. Yeah. Hey, we got it all. Now, I hope somebody's keeping track of what we did. We used it all. All right? We are an equal opportunity, undiscriminative spice people. We use everything. All right? All right. Okay? It looks nice. It really smells good. You know, I would actually too, you know what? You know what we're going to do too? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is where I wish I had one of those. We're going to add some citrus to this. Okay? I'm going to add some citrus rind to this right here. This, smells great. All right? But why not? Why not? Let's do it. I'm going to just add some citrus rind to it. Can't hurt. Good. All right. That's it. Just break this up a little bit. Different pieces. I don't mind biting into this later. All right? Okay. Let's get our ribs. Now, you want to oil these up with a little garlic oil first? Or just put the rub directly on it? Garlic oil and rub, or just rub? Honey? Okay. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I like that idea with this honey too. All right. That's good. Yep. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. I like the way you guys think. I love the way you think. You want to know why? Because you're my family. That's why. All right. So let me get a brush. Let me get a little container here. Let's get some garlic oil. I got a brand new little brush. All right. Hey, these brushes, little paintbrush. They do have food grade ones. I have those as well. But today, I'm using that. And I don't want to be dipping, going to the pork into the garlic oil. So what am I doing? I'm just going to get a little ramekin here. Garlic oil. Okay. And cover that. Got some honey. It's a brand new one. Come on. I got the oil on my hands. Mama, where are you? Probably should have taken this off before it. There we go. Put some honey in here. I like the way you guys think. All right, this should bind. This is garlic oil and honey right here. Okay? More wheels in house! Mod! Another mod! All right, just stirring that up together. And let's paint this up. All right? Paint this up. Get a little base on this. It's garlic oil and honey right there. Okay? We didn't put our rub on yet. Let's get the other side. My friends, having the tools, you got to have tools in your kitchen. All right? And you can improvise your tools. I mean, but you know, there's something to be said for having good products, good things that are going to last. All right? Okay. I got these on both sides right here. Pour a little more over here and get rid of that. Okay? All right. Let's take our rub. Here's the rub we made. JN, nice, JN. Leveling up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. We're putting our rub on. This has got a lot of stuff in it, but I can only tell you that it smells so, so great. It's got a real, I don't know, like a Mediterranean citrusy flair that I bet you is going to be really good. Look at those pieces of orange that we just put on there. All right? It's going to break down. It's going to flavor these ribs a little more. Okay? It's going to be fun to cook. We'll let them stay in the oven. We're going to cover them up. We'll put them in the oven for about an hour, hour and a half while we do everything else. Then we're going to take them out, let them cool. Now, ideally, I'd love to put them in at 250 degrees and cook them for 6 or 8 hours. All right, but we don't have the time. So we're gonna jump it a little. And they won't be probably fall off the bone tender, but they'll be tender. Gonna be. Okay, I think we got it good. Rubbed out here, pretty good. Turn that back over. Put the rest of it right on here. Okay, and look how nice everything comes out of the bowl. All right, and now I just clean this bowl. It takes 2 seconds to clean it. All right. I got a mandarin here that we just took the skin off of. All right? I'll put that in the pan. Some of the juice. I don't want to waste it. Okay? Okay? Now, I don't have any more orange juice. I do have either grapefruit juice or I have pineapple juice and I have apple juice. So is there anything you want me to put on the bottom of this pan? Anything? Pineapple? Yeah, okay. I'm going to use, all right, let's do it. The pineapple will help tenderize it for sure. The apple juice, I think the apple juice will, I'm just going to put a little bit on the pan, okay? This should just help it to steam okay? I'm not putting it on top of the rib. I'm putting it in here, okay? Okay. Good? I'm going to wrap it. Yep, I'm going to get some foil. Now, the big question I have for you is, should we put those ribs on a rack or should we just let them stay where they are? You want me to put them on a rack in this pan or just keep them where they are? Somebody that might know. Should we put them on a rack, put the rack and then put the ribs? Leah's saying rack. Mammy's saying let them stay. Rack them, Mo. Leave it. Where are they? Keep them where they are. Rack. Rack. Leave it, leave it, leave it. All right, we leave it. All right, we're going to steam them right in here. All right. Now we have, I mean, I'll tell you some of the spices we used. We used onion powder, garlic powder. We used sweet paprika, smoked paprika. We used coarse salt. We used white pepper. We used black pepper. We used lemon pepper. We used cumin. We used some rub spice, which was a combination really of everything. We put honey and garlic oil, and then we put pineapple juice, and we used a mandarin orange skin. All right? Oh, I don't mind the cleanup. I'm going to have to do it anyway. So, all right, these are going in the oven. You ready? All right, they're going in. All right, somebody give it a time. We got 3 o'clock. I'm saying 4:30. Okay. Save that for later. All right. We got our ribs in the oven. How long did it take us? We started here at 2. All right. I got to bleach these boards down. Even though I had it on a pan, I want to, yeah, it's going to go, it'll be that fast. Because then once I take them out of the oven, Nami, I'm going to take them out of the oven and I'm going to let them cool. Then I'm going to finish them on the barbecue. So I'm going to get the barbecue nice and hot. We're going to put some oil on them and we're going to get them, I'll make a glaze and we're going to finish them on the barbecue. So the barbecue is going to give it that burnt crust that I want. All right? So that's how I'm going to do it. So we're starting them in the oven, getting them fully cooked. Then we're going to cool them. Then we're going to finish them on the barbecue. All right? That's the plan, at least. All right. I'm going to do a little cleanup here. Okay? My little bowl. All right? If you guys... All right. Whoop. Took 2 seconds. I want to bleach my board down. Just want to clean this pot real quick. Because we just dealt with pork. So I don't, pork, fish, chicken. You want to make sure that everything is cleaned. All right? You want to make sure you have clean surfaces. You want to have clean utensils. I got to clean my knife that I was, but look how nice it cleans up. All right? So nice, so easy. I got to tell you, we got 172 people on here. That's more than we've had. No, you know, a lot of times our lives, we used to have 500, 1,000 people on. All right, and we're getting there again because my account is now back. I'm going to be switching my name back, I think, to Uncle Glenn #2 at Uncle Glenn #2 because they got my seller status now is boop boop. It's parked. So now I'm back to being a creator. And now I'm able to be an affiliate, which is the reason I can show you products now. All right? All right. Let me just clean my knife off and my board. I got to bleach this. I want to bleach these. I like to make sure that my utensils are clean. You know. Now I got my boards. All right? Now, I'm going to spray those down. Underneath my boards, you'll always notice I always have a towel. A wet towel. Okay? So, you want to have a wet towel down when you have your board down. Why? Because if not, it'll slip. Especially if you're on a granite countertop. All right? And now, I want you guys to know, I got to talk because I need to let you know a couple of things. In any given live that we have, okay, we're usually on 3 hours, 3.5 hours, okay? And we have anywhere from, on a bad day, 7,000 people coming through this live. On a bad day. On an average day, we have about 60,000 people that come through this live. Now, a lot of them just swipe through. Some stay. We've had as many as 130,000 people. And my mods that are on here, they have to keep this room safe, keep it loving, respectful, positive, because that's what I require. All right? So they keep the bots out. They keep some of the nastiness out. And sometimes some of the family members that are just trying to get their point across, well, they'll keep saying the same thing over and over. And what happens is that I've got certain auto blocks on my account. Because if a bot comes in, you know, you've seen it. You see the girls that come in, hey, you want to see me nude? Hey, you want to see me nude? How many times do I want to, how many times are you going to say it? So I have it on auto block. Boop. So that's called spamming. And if somebody is trying to say, hey, Uncle Glenn, put this, and they say it again and again and again, it gets caught up as spamming. And then you wonder why you got muted or got blocked. So I'm telling you ahead of time, that's why. So you've got to really, my mods work hard. They volunteer their time to be sure that our room stays. Now, if you don't like that, and you don't like positive and encouraging and loving and respect, then you do this. Watch. You go like this. Whoop. Or whoop, whoop, whoop. So simple. But you don't need to be here if you don't want to be here. All right? So I'm just trying to explain, because I get a lot of, hey, why did I get muted? I got my mods back. They work hard. And they do it voluntarily. They stay on these lives for 4 hours, sometimes 5 hours, all right? Sometimes 3 hours, all right? So I just want you to know. Try to have some understanding and give them some encouragement once in a while. And if it happens to you that you get muted, don't get offended. You just might have done something that you got caught up in one of my blocks, my auto blocks. We still love you, all right? We still love you. So, you just come back, I hope. But I know a lot of people get offended, and they think that, they say, I didn't do nothing. Well, I know you didn't do anything intentionally, but I just, that's all right? So, all right, we got our boards cleaned. I got my, I have the towel under the board, and let's go on to the next thing. Let's bring the board back and see where we're at and what we did so you guys can see, okay? What can you do if you get blocked? Oh, Danielle, I don't know. I'm not one of these tech guys, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But it happens. And it happens innocently sometimes to some of you. Now, there's certain things that automatically you're going to get blocked. Automatically. Because I've got it in my auto settings. Somebody comes in and they start with the foul language. Whoop! First one, not even second. Bye! Gone! Listen, when I'm in my home, this is my sanctuary. I always taught my children, I don't care. When we're in the house, we don't speak like that. You don't use coarse, vile language in the house. You walk out that door, you're in the street. Hey, you're going to see Uncle Glenn in a different light, all right? Coming soon in a theater near you, all right? I'm a street guy. I use the worst language in the world, but not when I'm home. And when you're in this house with me, you can't either. I don't care how you talk when you're in the outside. I'm not offended by it. But there are those that are family members that are offended. And that's why we do it. Okay? You can go so many other tic-tac places you can go and you'll hear, hey, I'm a fine, you mother. Yeah. I listen to it. It's not like I watch a movie and, oh my God, you hear what he just said? Oh no! I don't care. But I care here. All right? I care here. So, there are rules. When you're in my house, there are rules. You don't like them? No problem. I still love you. All right? But that's how it's got to be. All right? So, that's it. I need another sip of coffee. Get me fired up here. Metchef! Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's look at what we got. All right. So, we just did our rack of ribs. What's the ingredients? I can only tell you quick what I remember. We put onion powder, garlic powder. We made a rub. All right. We took the rack of ribs, the Louisiana ribs. I dried them off real good. I washed them. I dried them. I put them in a pan. We made a spice rub. How? I don't know. Just every ingredient. We use garlic powder, onion powder. We use coarse salt. We use white pepper. We use black pepper. We used lemon pepper. We used onion powder, garlic powder, cumin. We used, what else? Oh, I used sweet paprika, smoked paprika, brown sugar. And then we took some garlic oil and honey and we rubbed it on the ribs. And then we put the dry rub all over the ribs. I put some pineapple juice on the bottom. Oh yeah, we got a mandarin. I took the skin of the mandarin and the whole rind, we put in that rub. So it's on there too. Then we covered them with aluminum foil and I got them in the oven. All right? That's it. I removed some of the membrane, whatever I can get. There's some on there still. But, mustard powder. Yeah, we threw that in there too. All right? So some of you, I'm not a chef. All right? I'm not a butcher. So I wasn't going to go crazy. I took whatever membrane I could get off because yous wanted it off. I would have kept it on. I eat it because it's going to cook for an hour and a half there, and that mama's yelling, off, off, off.
That's why Mama likes butter.
She's what? She could do it. She has the patience to take all the membrane off. All right? That's why she's a better cook than me. All right? But I don't care. I eat the membrane. I eat the shells on my shrimp sometimes. You know that.
He eats the pumpkin seed.
Oh, yeah. When you eat pumpkin seeds, do you really think that I am going to break the shell of the pumpkin seed to get to the seed that's inside? No, 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 no. I eat the whole thing. I eat it. That's what I do. Oh, yeah. Supermarket gave out free. You know what they gave out free today? Look.
Woohoo!
Ooh. You just spent $500. But here is a little gift for you. It's 4 cents. It's for you. So I got Reese's Oreo free. Spent $500? Get a pack. Yes. This is what I love. I love I can show you the labels. No problem. Craziness. All right? You got red velvet ones? Oh, you got free too? Anybody else get free? Oh.
Say goodbye.
No, you got to give it to the dog. Hey, do you see what Uncle Glenn ate last night? Anybody see? I went out with my buddy. We went to the our place that we go to all the time. They got our seats and everything. All right? You want to see the size of my steak? Look at this. Look at this. I had this last night. Look at that. Look at that. Rah! And I brought it home for my dog. All right? Look at that. Right? Really good. It was a tomahawk. Aged for 29 days or 30 days. Rah! Rah! Now, now I know I've been known to get the ribeye, and I pick the thing up and I eat it like an animal in a nice restaurant. They look at me like, what are you, an animal? Yeah.
That's an insult to animals.
Why? Why is that an insult to animals? Let me hear this. Why is
First
this?
of all, an animal doesn't pick something up and eat it. Well, I guess a raccoon does, yeah. Things that have thumbs.
I got thumbs.
But don't ever equate humans to animals.
Hey.
That's seriously an insult to animals.
I'm a caveman. You know, if I was going to ever open a restaurant, all right, you want to hear the restaurant I'd open? I would call it The Cave. And when you walk in, there would be torches with fire coming out of them, real torches, and there'd be a lot of alcoves. And you go and you sit on the floor, and girls come with their wineskins, right? And they put some wine, and then when they serve you the whole thing, like this. Hey, no forks and knives. Come on, it would be so much fun. Right? All right, enough of this. You guys are never gonna come back. You're gonna go, he is out of his mind. All right, so we did this. That's in the oven right now. All right? Whoop. All right. I think we should roll out this rest of this pastry dough. And we started it the other day. Let me show you. Okay, on Tuesday we started. And we did the pastry dough. You remember? Remember? Very simple. It's pie dough. The only thing I added different was an egg yolk. And I mixed it in, and was in the refrigerator. I took this out about an hour and a half ago. All right? 2 hours ago, maybe. All right? And now we're going to finish it. What is going to make this a pastry dough? All right? How is this going to make it a pastry dough? I'll tell you how. I'm switching boards, first of all. I want this board right here. All right, I'll switch this one. I want the bigger board. All right, I got some flour. This isn't going to take long, but this is what are the important steps that make this a pastry dough. So I'm flouring my board up. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, we're flouring the board up a little bit. Mama hates when I'm doing this. And she finds my handprint all over the refrigerator, the cabinets. She hates me. Hate, hate, hate. All right. All right. Ready? All right, we had this wrapped in a refrigerator. We made this. If you want to see how it was made, go to my YouTube channel. All of these lives are now uploaded on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see how to make pastry dough, how we made it, there it is. Okay? So I'm putting that there. I'm going to get rid of this. Let me get my rolling pin. And what are we going to do? All right? I want to now I'm going to roll this out nice and thin, okay? And I'm going to show you. We're going to add layers of butter to this. We're going to thin this out, roll it, okay? I'm going to make it like, I want to roll it nice and thin. The thinner you roll it, and the more butter you put in it, and the more layers you make, the flakier and the puffier it's going to be. All right? And trust me, I only made this once or twice before. And I never made it before. First time I made it. So it worked out great. Now I love it. So I'm going to be making this a lot because there's so much you can do with this. All right? This is about maybe 1/4 inch. All right? I used regular all-purpose flour. If you could use pastry flour, if you can get it, that's what you want to use. But I didn't have any, so I used all-purpose flour. All right? Now, okay, we got this, all right? I got it about 1/4 inch, all right? Now I'm going to take 1 stick of butter, unsalted. I'm going to take a stainless steel pan. I got like this right here. Now, if you want to use all butter, you can. All right, but I'm going to mix this actually with some Crisco also because I want to stretch it out. I've got 2 sticks of butter in the other one already. And all I'm doing right now is softening this up. And I'm going to add some Crisco to this as well. Now, I never used the Crisco before to do this, but it will work. All right. Now, butter is great. But it will definitely, it's not going to ruin it. It's just going to it's going to stretch it. Basically, it's going to stretch it out. All right? So, I'm just going to put a couple of tablespoons of my Crisco in here, to stretch this out and give me so that's why I'll have another layer that I can do. All right? So I have 2 tablespoons of Crisco that I'm mixing with my butter. All right? We're mixing that together. All right? This is what makes a pastry dough, layers. Okay? No. You got Uncle Glenn not teaching anything. You're watching Uncle Glenn experiment is what you're doing. All right, I am not a chef by any means, a stretch of the imagination. All right, I never went to school. I never worked beside chefs that taught me anything. And, you know, I learned by trial and error. And this is me learning with you. So, all right, so here. All right, so now we got this. This is where it becomes pastry dough. Watch. We're going to layer this on. Okay. Using my hands. Healthy, very healthy. Dietetic. Dietetic, Uncle Glenn's dietetic pastry dough. Not. Okay. All right. Spreading that out. Okay. We got enough in there? I think we do. All right. Now, we're going to fold this like you would fold a letter in an envelope. Okay? So, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to take this, fold this like that. Okay? Put some more butter on that. Okay? Going to fold it again, like that. Now this one I'm not going to butter. Okay? Fold this over, like that. A little bit over here. Fold this over, like that. Okay? I'm going to wash my hands because I got to roll this again. Okay? Now we're going to take it. All right? All right. Okay? Put a little more flour on the top. Turn it over. Right here. No flour on top here. Now I'm going to roll it again. And I'm just going to go now like this. All right. Now you could keep doing this. If you wanted to, you really wanted to get that real puff, okay, like on an apple turnover, you can definitely do that. But it takes time, and you got to keep layering it. But we're going to do one more layer, and then we're going to wrap it, and put it back in the refrigerator. All right. I'm going to take the rest of this. Right here. And wait till you see what we make with this. You can use this for anything, but I'm going to be making another one of my raspberry almond crumb pastries. Oh, it was so good. I'm making it. I mean, it just was the best thing I think I ever made, ever. This was so delicious. All right, now I'm just going to do the same thing. Take this, fold it over, okay? Some flour on here. Now I'm going to put one more, I'm going to do this one more time, only because I have some butter left. You don't have to, but I'm going to. Okay, I have a little bit of the butter left, and that's it. This is going to be some pastry dough, I'm telling you. It's going to come out great. And it's going to go back in the refrigerator, and we're going to let it harden up again. And then when we're ready to use it, we'll take it out. Let it sit at room temperature about an hour. Roll it out and use it. Okay, that's it. All right. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Okay? Let's take this. We're going to roll this again right here. Folding it over. Get some flour. I'm going to roll this out the last time, a little bit. And then we're going to wrap it in saran wrap. And we're going to put it back in the refrigerator. Okay? Actually, I might be able to adjust. I don't even know if I'm going to roll it again. I'm just going to leave it. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. This will be fine. Just like that. Okay? Then it's going to go in the refrigerator like this. All right? Just putting the flour, all of it, around here. We got layers of butter in here. Layers. Okay? You know, when the holidays come, you want to make something that people are going to just say, where did you make that? How did you do it? This is how, I'm telling you, it is so flavorful. Just so flavorful. All right? Take that. Cover it. Make sure the edges are covered. You don't want air getting into this. It'll dry it out. I don't want it. I'm going to wrap it one more time the other way. And this is done. And again, all of these lives are going to be on YouTube. So if you miss something, if you missed the initial preparation of this, certainly go look at it. You don't have to watch the whole live. Just find out where it is, because you can scroll through it. But make sure you subscribe and say hi. Hit the like button and say hi if you go there. All right, that's it. pastry dough. All right? Now we just refrigerate it again. It's all done. Okay. That's on there. I'll put this away. Let's do a little cleanup and let's move on. All right? What are we moving on to? Let's see where we're at. All right, let me just clean my board off right here. I gotta wash my hands real good. All right. Just do a little straightening out if I can. You guys will hang with me while I do that, right? Where's my lid for this? Okay. All right. All right. Just rinsing this board off. Get the flour off of it. Okay. Done. A shot of bleach. I like to bleach my boards all the time, even though it may not be necessary. I just got to rinse it. Yeah. Hold on, Mama. I'll be right back. Take a look. We'll be right back. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say probably around 6. Yeah. All right. All right. Here we are. Let me just finish my little bowl here. My steel bowls that keep coming up for you guys to really, really think about adding to your kitchen supplies some stainless steel bowls. Get the ones with the covers though. They're the best, I gotta tell you. Okay? And we just had our butter in here. It cleans up so quick. All right? And this is them. All right? These are the ones I've had. I've had these for years. For years. All different sizes. I got 3 of these. I've got 3 of these size. I got 3 of the next of this size. And then I got one big one. And a lot of times I'll use the combination of bowls, some for dry, some for wet. And then I use the big bowl to put it all together. You've seen how many doughs I've made using these. And they just clean up so quick. And if you want to let you want to rise something in it, these don't have covers. The ones that are in my shopping cart have covers. You can get the ones without covers. They're a little cheaper. But I would go the little bit extra and get the one with the covers. Because they come with little grinders that you replace. It's 2 covers on one bowl. So you would take the cover. Does anybody have it? Has anybody gotten these that have the cover and then they have a separate cover on the center, and you take this little round grater, okay, like this, that has like that on it, only it's round, and you put it right in the center. And then you just take your carrot, whoop, shave it right into the bowl. When you're done, just take the grater out, replace it with the smaller cover in the center, and you take it, put it right in the refrigerator. Does anyone have those? Because I don't have them, but I want to get them. They're in my shop. All right, and sometimes they can really go on sale. Great sales on them too. Oh, you ordered it, Deborah? Oh, Deborah ordered it. Okay, you got to let me know, because I'm telling you, I am so tempted to go and get myself a set. I mean, I've got plenty of these steel bowls, and these things last. I might probably have these 15 years, all right? But they didn't have the covers or the center with the grinder at the time. But if I was buying them, I would buy them with that. So, very, very good. Are they, I don't know if they're up or not. Yeah, oh, they are. Okay, that's a 6-piece. So it's you're getting 6 different sizes with that. I only have I have 4 sizes. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes. I have 5. But I don't have any covers. That's the answer. I think they come in white covers, they have some with black covers, and then they have some with colored covers, but those don't have, the colored covers ones don't have the center grater. And I think that's really clever. Whoever invented that is so smart, and they're making money. They must be young. Young, smart people. Like someone's got to make Smell-O-Rama. Smell-A-Tick-A-Rama. So you can smell what's going on in his kitchen. All right? Oh, just me, just viewed. I just saw that. Wow. Wow. You guys are really supportive in so many ways. I mean, whether you're just tapping or you're just watching. Look, Wicked Raven just looked. Yeah, that's great. All right. Let's move on. Now, sometimes there's coupons also that they give you. I don't know. I don't even know how this whole thing works. But I'm trying my best to show you what I use. And if it works for you, you get it. All right? All right. All right. So we did our rack of ribs. We did our pastry dough. Now, I think we should do our oatmeal cookies. Yes? How about some oatmeal cookies? We'll do that because that's a dough we have to put together. All right? And then we'll get them prepped up on the trays. And then I could probably pop them in the oven also. Let me just check this. Boy, they smell great. I got to tell you. Okay. How long has the ribs been in? Because they're already starting to smell great. Anybody know how long the ribs have been in? I don't even keep timing. Big chef Uncle Glenn doesn't even time what he's doing. I only know sometimes when it's burning, or unless you guys tell me. All right, about 40 minutes. Oh yeah, Jenny, man, Salty Jenny on the ball, Woo! All right, let's do our oatmeal cookies. I'm probably going to do it a little different than I did last time, but they came out good. So I want to try it. All right, let me get my bowls. I need a couple of bowls. All right. I think we'll do the dough, dry goods, wet. We'll go in here. All right. All right. So let's start with, this is going to be our finishing bowl, I think. We're going to finish with that one. All right. All right. All right. We are going to have to put the butter and the sugar together. Butter and sugar together. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to melt some of this butter. Let me get a Pyrex for my microwave. And we're going to be putting in 1 cup of melted butter. 1 cup. 1 stick equals a half a cup. 2 sticks. And I'm using unsalted butter. Okay? So I'm going to take that and break it up. Put it in my Pyrex. Pyrexes are great measuring cups. A little bit more expensive, they are, than just plastic. But for microwave purposes, or even holding the temperature, because it's glass. So if you have like a gravy and you want to heat it up, you put it in one of them Pyrexes and they really work well. All right? So all I'm doing right here, you want to take a look? I'll show you. I'm just breaking up pieces of butter. I got 2 sticks and I'm going to melt this down. All right? So I'm going to put it in the microwave. Put it on a minute. And we'll see how it goes. All right? I get rid of this. I got to tell you, the last batch of cookies I made were really good. So I'm going to try my best to try to reproduce some of it. Okay. So we're going to mix now the sugar. And let's get our sugars together. So when that comes out, I got some brown sugar here. All right? So come on. All right. All right. Brown sugar. We're going to put 3/4 cup, roughly. If you have a little more in there, it's not going to hurt. A little less, not going to hurt. 3/4 cup. Let me see how this looks. I'm taking the sugars. I'm going to be creaming the sugar together. Yep, that's 3/4 cup. All right? So let's take this, put that in there. Now I want to also use some white sugar. The white sugar is going to help to make it more crisp. All right? Same thing, 3/4 cup. Oh, that's flour. What am I doing? Yeah. And the sugar. I mean, I could, but I don't want to mix the flour in yet. I want to mix the sugars together with the butter. All right? 3/4 cup. Perfect, right there. Going right in. All right, our butter should be ready. Come on. Now we're going to be doing this in stages. We're going to add things, okay? So we're mixing the butter together with the sugars. So before I put the butter in there, let's mix these two together right here, okay? The white sugar and the brown sugar, we're going to mix together. Then we're going to add the butter, and we're going to make it like a cream, okay? So it's going to have, this is a separate bowl doing this. Then we're going to add 2 eggs, okay, and some vanilla. Okay? Okay, let's put this in. I use my hands. They're clean. I've been bleaching and washing. Now some of you want, if you use gloves, you like gloves, use them. I don't use gloves in my house. Unless I have to. I have blisters on my hand from shoveling like I had one time. I had to use gloves. So we're just mixing this together. The butter, the white sugar, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup of cane sugar, and 2 sticks of butter. Okay? Nice, nice. Now I'm gonna get 2 eggs. I'm gonna scramble the eggs up in a separate bowl. Mix them up, I'm gonna add vanilla to that, now I'm gonna add that to that. Okay? Get 2 eggs. One. 2. Okay, we're gonna add some vanilla to that. Get my little whisk. Actually, let me get the other whisk so that I can mix that really good. Yeah, all right. I gotta get some vanilla right here. Now we're gonna add to this, I'm putting a cap full of vanilla in here, in the eggs. All right? Actually, we could put another one. I like the vanilla flavor on this. Okay. Now, before I add this, I want to, do I have, let me see. Hold on a minute. Let me see what I'm going to be adding. I don't know if I have them. I don't think I do. No. All right. Yeah. I thought I did. Oh, I'm looking for, I wanted to soak down either some cranberries or some raisins, but I don't know if I have any. I'm checking to see if I do. Actually, I do. I have some cran raisins, which would be just perfect, because that's neither or either or, which is what I want. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I have take my little measure cup here. All right, I got some cran raisins. Okay, I'm going to take these and put hot water in here so that I can get them reconstituted. All right, just put some hot water in there. I'm going to be using that. Okay, that's it. Now we'll just let those sit. All right. All right, we have, now on the dry, let's get our dry together. Well, let's put this in first. Okay, let's mix the egg in with white sugar, brown sugar, and 2 sticks of butter. Now we're going to mix the egg and the vanilla into this mix. Here's how I do it. So you don't have to do it like this. get another bowl right here. And let's put our dry mix in. Okay? So, we're going to use 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, it really probably call for a cup and a half, but I want to add a little more flour to this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm going to be adding, I don't want these to spread out like the other ones did. That was one of the things. I do want them crunchy, but I want to be able to use a banana also in this. It came out great, so why not try to repeat what we did, all right? So I got about 1 3/4 cups of flour in there, all right? I want to put some baking. Where's my measuring things, my spoons? Hold on. There they are. All right, we're going to take 1 teaspoon of baking soda going in the dry mix, okay? We're going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Where's my salt? Here it is. All right. I used unsalted butter. That's why I'm using the salt. Okay? If you're using salted butter, then you probably could eliminate that. All right? Now I need some cinnamon. Now the cinnamon, you really could put the cinnamon in as you like it. Just make sure it's not cumin like I've done a couple of times by accident. Not that I wanted it. I didn't want it, but I ended up putting cumin. I did it in my coffee once, first of all. And okay, I'm using organic cinnamon powder, which is very similar. It's cinnamon. It's just ground down really good. Organic, non-organic, I don't know what the difference is. And I could care less. It's what I got, so I'm using it. Now, it calls for a teaspoon. I want to use a tablespoon. Okay? Because I like cinnamon. I like the way that the cinnamon tastes. I would even use more. I don't care if it overflows. Okay? Because it's a main ingredient. I love it. Okay? Going right in the dry mix. All right. That's done. I got that. All right. And then I think we have, the only thing we got to add now is our oats. Okay? And we're not going to add the oats until after we add the flour, the mix to this. So let's mix this together. This is the baking powder. We have the flour. And we have the salt. And we have the cinnamon in here. Okay? All right. Yes. All right. Now we're going to add our white sugar, brown sugar, butter mix to this. Then we're going to add the oats, the cran raisins, and this is what's great about this. You can use a scraper, but I'm using my old-fashioned hands to get the rest of this out. Okay, very simple. Whoop. I'm gonna wash my hands again. Tools. The tools are important, my friends. Tools are important. That you have the right tools. Everything seems to go more organized, smoother. We went from a whisk right there now to a little spatula in our steel bowl. See how nice this turns? You can turn it. I'm not using a mixer. Everything we're doing by hand. So if you don't have a mixer, you certainly know that you can do it. You don't need to have a big mixer. We've made breads. The only thing that I like to use a mixer for is my pizza dough, when I'm making pizza dough. And the reason is because it's a matter of the dough getting to a certain temperature, and a lot of times you just can't do that just by hand. So, okay. Okay, make sure this is all incorporated really well. Okay, getting the flour all in there. Make sure all the flour is incorporated into the sugar, the egg. All mixed together good. Okay, good. Consistency looks good. Okay, now we're going to add our oats, and I want to add a banana. Okay. Now you don't have to add the banana. You don't like banana? I'm using a really ripe banana right here. Okay. Washing that up, mixing it right in there, give it some nice consistency. It will keep your cookie a little bit. I want the crunch, but I also want the thickness of the cookie. I don't want these things to stretch too far. Now, if you want to use 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 5 banana, whatever you want, but I'm only using 1. All right. Now I have my reconstituted raisins. They're cran raisins. So I'm going to drain this water out. Okay. It just softened up the raisins a bit, the cran raisins. Okay. Putting them in. Now I'm mixing this together. I didn't add the oats yet. Now, if you want to make some of these chocolate chip, you can add that. You want to put nuts, you can add that, whatever you want. I like to play around and add different things. You know, I did peanut butter the other day, and then we did peanut butter with chocolate chips in the batter. Came out great. Okay. Okay. Let me get my oats. I want to use a decent amount of oats here. All right. So this is a 4-cup measure. Let me see how much we got here. I definitely want more than that. Okay. So I've got to open up another one. Just regular oats, nothing fancy. Okay. That's 2. I'm going to put like 2.5 to 3 cups in there. That's about almost 3 cups. All right. Now we're going to mix that in here. These are going to be real oatmeal cookies. We made a base. We've got all the ingredients in there that we wanted. And now we're going to finish it Just mix the oats, uncooked, into this mix here. This is going to be so good. You know, these are like granola. You have them in the morning. You have one of these cookies. I mean, I love them. They're really, really good. Okay. So make sure it's all incorporated well. Then we're going to get some parchment paper and we're going to start putting our cookies. I'm not going to crowd them like I did last time. I crowded the cookies and really I didn't do no justice. All right, they all stuck together. I had the temperature too high and I burnt some of them. Then I did them again and they came out great. So let's hope that we do the repeat of the last batch. Okay. All right. That's it. Like that. Okay, let me get a tray and let's start traying these out. Okay. Parchment paper. All right. Okay, let's do it. Last time I was going 3 across and they just stuck together. So I'm not even going to press these down.
You okay?
Yeah. And my oatmeal.
I'm gonna check. It's just so quiet.
I know. I don't have my music on. Can't have it on when I'm doing this. But I know I'm not yelling. Mama's, you know. I know. Mama thought there was something wrong. She didn't hear any screaming. I want to make sure I was still alive. Hey, I'm taking my time tonight. I'm having some fun, you know? All right. We got 3, 6, 8 cookies on here. Okay? Because if I have the music on, all right, and I go to upload this on, what the heck do I have on me? What is this? Mama.
What?
Do I have something on me? My eye. What is that? Get cinnamon on my eye?
I can't see. You're right under the light. I'm like light blind.
No?
I don't know. Just wash your face.
I got punched in the eye here. You think somebody would tell me? No.
Somebody must have told you.
It is cinnamon. Oh, my makeup is running. My makeup was running. What is that? Oh. You want to light me up, Mama? All right. Let me go check the oven temperature here. Cute.
Where'd they come from?
They weren't in my underwear drawer.
Merry Christmas. They weren't in your underwear.
Well, I don't. You ask me where they came from. I didn't have first time seeing them.
Look, they're flashing.
They're flashing.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very nice. Corgi! Oh, you got to kill that one. Right there. All right. Hey, you know, people light their rooms up. I'm going to light myself up here. Just hit that button. Little button.
If I hit the button, the whole plate.
That's it. You see him flashing?
Pretty mild.
Nah. Huh? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Here. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Could you turn that light on? Thank you.
Get it.
The one over there. Yep. Thank you, Mama.
Mama got confused.
Yeah, Mama didn't hear any yelling. I didn't start yelling. You know why? You want to know why I haven't been yelling? Anybody know why? Huh? I only had 1 cup of coffee, number 1. All right? Number 2, and don't be calling me number 2. I am number 2. She's laughing. Uncle Glenn 2 means Uncle Glenn also, not Uncle Glenn 2 like the caca poo poo one. I need some fuzzy juice. Oh my gosh, do I ever? I know. All right, I'm just putting these cookies on here. All right. All right. 2. Let me get. We've been on 2 hours. You know? I still got to make my. We're going to got to pull those ribs out soon. I'm going to pull the ribs out, let them cool. I'm going to put these in. Okay? Trying to keep everything timed. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay? I'm concentrating here. I did it early so that I wouldn't have to rush. And I didn't have any of my energy drink. I did not drink my energy drink, any of it. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Huh? Probably what I'm missing. I only had 1 cup of coffee. I didn't put much grinds in mine today. Damn, I'm like slow-mo. I'm slow. All right. All right, I'm going to pull the ribs out. We're going to let those cool. And we're going in with our cookies. All right? Just wash my hands. Okay.
I don't understand.
What?
Why do you keep making oatmeal cookies?
Because I like them.
Favorite. I like sugar cookies.
All right, I'll make you sugar cookies next time. Okay. All right, I got 3 trays in there. There was 8, 16. There's 2 dozen cookies in there right now. We still got some left. All right, so when they come out, I'm going to put another batch in. Let's keep track of this, though. All right, I want these cookies about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. Okay? All right. Now we're going to start our cheddar, broccoli and cheddar soup. Wash my pan off real quick. Takes 2 seconds to clean these things up. That's what I love. Nice and easy cleanup. Okay? That one. You guys hang out with me while I clean it up a little bit, right? All right. All right, that done. There's no time. No time. I got them cleaned up. Ah, yeah, the best. Stack them back. The other one. Hey, you want to see something else while you guys are here? Do you want to see a very, very smart thing that Mama got, actually? All right? Do you know when you, I don't know, you guys ever have a problem when you're, you go for pots and pans in your cabinet, right? And they're always stacked on top of each other. You got to take them all out, all of them, to get to the one you want. Anybody have that problem? You got one on top of the other, on top of the other, and you got to pull them all out. Look at that. Oh, it's on sale. Oh, want to see it? I'm going to show you. It's really, really one of the best things. Makes it so easy. I'm going to show you this. Look at this. Look at this. All right? Let's look at Uncle Glenn's cabinet real quick. All right? All right, ready? Let me open that cabinet up. All right, right down there. Look. Look at those. They're stacked. They're so easy. Boop, go like this. Take it right out. I don't have to take 10 of these out at once. And these are on sale right now. It's only one thing. Now if you have a double stack cabinet, you can definitely put, I have a low cabinet. It's a short cabinet here. All right? But it works. It works. So definitely a good tool to have. Nice and easy. Bam, nope, I don't want that one. Okay? That's it. Look at that. I'm showing them the thing you bought.
What, you got a runaway carrot?
Oh, do I? So, really, really consider this another great tool in the kitchen. All right? A really, really good tool.
That thing is great.
It is great. It is great. And if they're wet, even if the pot is a little wet, it's not, when you stack them on top of each other, they, the water, it just lays there. This way, if you didn't dry it 100%, it stays. It's good. Really, really good. And for $16, makes life really, really easy. So, I figured.
You can adjust it.
What?
You can adjust it to your own pots.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you can adjust it. I didn't even know that. Mama did this whole thing. I'm not handy. See them things there?
Handy. Not handy. Little clip.
You clip it and you unclip it. So you can make it wider. Oh, this one's wider. So that one would really fit this.
Oh my gosh, you're just figuring this out.
I'm just figuring it out. I didn't know that. Oh, that's why. Mama.
Not mama.
Why she?
Papa.
But you didn't tell me this.
Poo poo.
You didn't tell me. I didn't know that. I was just saying, oh, maybe the thing's off a little bit. But yeah, you're supposed to put the big pot in the big. But you can adjust it. You take them and you just snap them where you want to be. I didn't even know that. I didn't do it.
Actually for pans, not pots. You know that, right?
You learn something new all the time, right? I mean, I just, here I am showing you what's in the kitchen. I don't even know how it works. Like everything else. Everything else. I don't know. I'm not a real smart guy. All right? So I learned by, it really is trial and error. And then I forget. That's the best part when it comes out right. So I got to go back and watch my own YouTubes to see what the ingredients were that we used. Sounds funny, but it's true. All right. All right, we have, I want to take a look at these ribs. Oh yeah, these would be fine. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, these are going to be good. Oh, they're pulling off the bone already. All right, I'll just show it to you real quick. But we didn't even, all right? You see how they're pulling off the bone already? Now we're going to let this cool. Once I got them cool, we're going to make a glaze, and I'm going to get this on the barbecue. And we're going to finish them up on the barbecue there. Okay? So, meanwhile, I want to take the juice out of that pan. I'm using, again, another use. Okay? Watch. A little hot. Where's my mitts? My mitts. Okay. All right. You guys want to see what I'm doing? All right, you can see what Okay. Now we're going to let this sit. We're going to let it cool. And then we're going to glaze it. We're going to make a glaze. And then we're going to put it on the barbecue and we're going to finish them off. Okay? Yeah, the glaze should be good. We got to make a nice glaze. So I'm going to put these aside. That cooled down. Now, if I had that nice cover, I would be able to, but I'm just going to leave it in here. This is just some of the juice. I don't know if we're going to use it. I think I'm going to make a separate glaze. All right? I'm going to taste this, though. It's got that sweet, spicy taste to it. Okay. All right. Put that there. All right. So let me check my cookies. Whoop. Oh. All right, wait a minute. Why is that? Oh, my parchment paper is burning. That's the parchment paper there. Okay. All right. Yeah, that cookie, you got to really be careful on the bottom here. All right. Let that go there. I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to just do it two at a time. I think it's better. Let's do it two at a time. Okay. Drop the temperature a little. All right. Leave that one. All right. Let's start our... You ready for the broccoli cheddar soup? I know I am. All right. Before I have it, I'm just going to have a sip of my energy drink. I drink these Blooms. I like them. They have some that are probiotic. There's 0 sugar in them. Gives me a nice boost. All right. Especially now I'm getting a little... all I do is I drink like half a can of it. All right. And then it just wakes you up. If I'm driving somewhere, but it's got niacin in it. It's got vitamin B2, vitamin B12, and the niacin is good. I like the niacin. It's got the riboflavin, but it's also got 180 milligrams of caffeine. So if you're sensitive to caffeine, I would probably say don't drink it. Okay? I mean, I drink coffee grinds, so I'm very, very tolerant to caffeine. And, it's easy for me. I don't have a problem with it. But this is what I drink. I'm telling you everything I do now. So, if you guys want to see, I got nothing to hide here. I've got nothing to hide. I'm just telling you. And I don't drink the whole can. Like in a day, so I'll have 1 can maybe. Depending on what I'm doing. If I'm going out in the garden, I'm going to have a little. That's it. All right. I'll put it back. Now they have all different flavors too. All right. This one over here. This is a Glacier Crush. All right. They have all these different ones. And I got to tell you, in the store, they're like $3 a can. $36 a case. I saw them on here for like 20. So I'm going to be stocking up. But I wanted you just to let you know. I got them in my shop if you're interested. Okay. Broccoli cheddar soup. Let's get our ingredients together. It did. All right.
I get paid for that.
I know. That's what I got. I got this as a gift. Okay? What a great, great tool. Now, Uncle Glenn doesn't have fancy tools. All right? I don't have fancy things, but this thing has been getting more use now than ever. All right? And it's a great tool. It's in my shop. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it right now. Okay? What did it say? Same here. I can go to sleep. I know. Some days it's raining out. It's dreary out. It's cold out here in New York. So it's one of those days where, I need a lift. Oh, all right. Here's what we're going to do. All right? I'm going to make another cup of coffee. And you know how I make my coffee. And then we're going to finish our dinner. Wait, let me check these. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I got to stay on top of this right here. Yeah. Okay, these are done. Right here. Yep. Not been. Oh. No, they look good. Okay. Here's our cookies. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I got other one right here. I gotta go put this over here. We get another tray. All right. The parchment paper burnt on this one. Not sure why. I guess I had it against the actual stove. Okay. But the cookies came out good. Okay. the bottom, the hot. All right, so let me just put these aside. The legs can cool down. One more, and then I have one more batch I gotta bake. All right, we have these right here. Okay. Ouch, whoa! Yeah, that's hot. Okay. Okay. All right. Making a little coffee. I put the grinds right in my cup. That's how I do it. All right. Let me just put some water in here. All right. All right, got that going, that's done, and that's done. Okay. All right, let me get, I'm taking this out. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it. We're going to chop up our broccoli for our broccoli and cheddar soup. We're going to chop up some carrots for our broccoli and cheddar soup. And I'm going to see how this works for that. All right, we're going to grind it right down. Okay? Let me get these spices away. Now, get this out of my way. I got to make some room here. I'm probably going to use some of these, but I'll just put them here for now. That's the cumin. This I don't need. And this I don't need. All right. Okay. All right. This is what I got. I got this as a gift from Dwayna. I believe it was. All right. And it's a great gift. I'm going to just show you how easy this works. All right. So I got everything in one box. I keep the box because it's so easy to store. All right. These are the bottoms. I'm going to use the glass one. Okay. That keeps it, kind of keeps it right there. Okay. Anybody have one of these? Has anybody ever used one of these? Well, let me tell you something. One of the things I will tell you, that the blades are razor blades. Okay? They are sharp. So the shields that come on here, do not throw them away. Do not throw them away. All right? You take them off. Those are razors. And you put them aside, because I'm going to put those back on after I get done using this thing and cleaning it. And the cleanup is very, very easy. All right? So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put them right in this other one that I'm not using. And they have a second set of blades as well. I'm not using these right now, so I'm going to put this aside. Okay? We have this one. So we're going to take the blades, just drop it in. Right? There's a little thing on the center. Goes right there. Put that there. Now, we're making broccoli cheddar soup. So, I want to take this broccoli that I just got, take one crown. Okay? And cutting the bottom off. Okay. I want to break these up, and all I'm doing is dropping these in here. Okay? Almost like we do with the cauliflower, remember? And we're going to grind this up for our broccoli and cheddar soup. Now I might have to do this in, I don't know how much this will, I think I'm going to take that just like that. Okay? Put the lid on right there. Here's the motor. Motor goes right on top. Right there. Okay, I'm going to plug it in. Have a plug right here. Now, there's 2 speeds on it. Okay? I'm going to use speed number 1, and let's see how it works. You ready? Let's see. Now, I want to make this pretty fine. Good. I'm going to go to speed 2. Ooh la. Take the motor off. Take this off. Take the blade out. Be careful with the blade. Okay? And now, I'm going to take one of my stainless steel bowls. I'm going to scrape that right into the bowl here. Okay, we made the base for our broccoli. Now this broccoli is going to cook a lot quicker than it normally would cook. All right, and it's going to blend. We're making a broccoli and cheddar soup, or at least we're going to try to, because I've never made it before. So we're going to try. I'm in a mood for something nice and creamy and cheesy. And, okay, we got some right there. Let's do the rest of it. Okay. Take our blade, put it back in. Take this. Break these up. Cover. Let's get the motor. Ready? Speed 1. Speed 2. I mean, it works great, I gotta say. What a great invention. And it's light. It's not heavy. You don't have to have this thing on your counter all the time. All right? Having the right tools is everything. Now, you can chop this by hand, but I'll tell you, you're not going to get it. I mean, you will, I mean, eventually. But this made it nice and fine, just the way I want it. Okay? Now I've got my broccoli ready. And now, we're going to use the same thing. I'm not going to have to clean it. Putting this right back. Okay? And I'm going to just take my carrots. I'm going to cut the tips off. This is going to give it some sweetness. All right? It's going to sweeten our soup up. Let's see how this works. Now, the carrots, you know, carrots are tough. I don't know if it's going to work as well. Do you? I don't know. Okay? Put the cover on it. I'm going to try it in speed number 1 first, and then we'll put speed number 2. All right? Ready? Speed number 1. Speed number 2. Take it off. Now carrots. We're going to add that to our broccoli mix right here. This is for our soup. Okay? Here it is. Okay? I love color. You know, Uncle Glenn, when I'm cooking for color. Color means you got the vitamins, you have the minerals, you have the flavors. Okay? Now, the broccoli cheddar soup, I mean, it's going to be a nice combo. It's not going to be all green. The orange is going to kind of overshadow it a little bit. All right? This is our main ingredient that we're going to use for our broccoli and cheddar soup. Okay? So let's put that aside. Now, I want to see how long this takes me to clean up. Remember, I don't have to, I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it back in a box. So let me wash this out. Okay? This is what's dangerous. Like razors. So what am I going to do? I'm going to rinse it off. I'm going to wash it carefully. Now these come apart too. All right, but I got to take my time with this. I do not want to talk while I'm doing this, because as good of a tool as it is, it's very, very dangerous. You don't want to leave this around for any children, I can tell you that. All right, so I have this. Let me get the shields. I put them back right here in this. Just drying it. Not that you have to dry it, but you want to dry it off, you can. These shields have holes in them. So then you just take this and you put it right back. Do not throw these away if you do get one of these. Just store it, all right? You got the bigger blade on the top, so you have the bigger one that goes there. Smaller one right here. On the bottom, and this one right here. Okay, that's probably the thing you got to be most careful with is that. All right, I'm going to put that back in here. Take the other one that comes with two of them, so they both have their shields on. It's going back in there. I've got this. I want the bowl that we cleaned up here. Just put a little quick soap on it. All was in here was the broccoli and the carrot. Okay. And the nice part about it is that you don't have to have this on your counter. All right? You just take it. It's cleans quick. Put it back in the box. Put the box away. All right? That's it. Now I'm going to get the box. And let's put it back where it was. Okay? take these. I'm going to put them right back here. I leave the, you know, the thing keeps its shape. Okay. This one goes right on top. The motor is right here. Okay. Unplug it. Wrap it. And I put it back on the shelf. Okay? Really good. Get yourself one. Okay. We're moving along here. I've got the top. There it is. Good. Okay. All right. Next, let's get to the stove. All right. I got my bowls. I don't need them. I got my coffee. I need that. And you guys were asking me about copyright rules. You know, why don't you have your music on, Uncle Glenn? Because when you are on a promotional live, or if I want to upload this to YouTube, which I'm going to do, all the lives are on YouTube, all right? You're not allowed to have music unless it's your own original music, or you paid the artist for the right to use it. And on YouTube, one copyright strike and you are out. It is a major, major no-no. So if I'm going to be uploading these lives, which I am, then I have to have it either own my own music or use music that I'm allowed to use, which I don't have. But I'll sing for you. There you go. Mama Mandy. Oh, yeah. Yep. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. There's the music. Now you'll say, please, silence. I love the sound of silence, Uncle Glenn. Yes. Okay. All right. I still got some cookies. Hold on a minute. I have to get my tray, and I need to do one more batch of cookies. So. All right. I know we're jumping all over the place today, but we kind of have to. All right. I'm just gonna put these on here. I gotta bake these off. Couple of more. Yeah. I really do have Can I make these bigger for this one? Yeah. I'm going to have to, because I don't want to make a whole new tray for one cookie or two. Okay, done. I'm just putting these in. That'll be our last cookie batch. Our ribs are cooled off. We're going to make our... Okay, I got them in. That. We got this. Get this out of the way. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Let's get to the stove. Now, cast iron pot. I'm showing you everything I'm using. Cast iron. Why cast iron? Cast iron pots hold temperature. You can use this for soups, stews, sauces, or you can even put it in the oven. Put a bread proofed, put yourself some parchment paper in the center, okay? Cover it and put it in the oven. Then you have a Dutch oven, which is going to bake your bread and give it a nice hard crust. For tonight, I'm using this to make our broccoli cheddar soup. Now, there are all kinds of cast iron pots. Oh, Chris with the Galaxy. Yes, Chris. Yes. Thank you, Chris. Oh, man, you guys are just so generous, and I appreciate it. And I was actually looking. So, but thank you, Chris. I appreciate that so much. So this, Kit Kat. All right. We're going to make our soup in here tonight. And there are some of these that are, like this one that's up there is $56. It sounds like, oh, a lot of money. Some of these cast iron pots are $300 and $400. All right. This makes a great gift for somebody. It's great to cook with. When you're cooking or you're making a soup or a stew, you do not want to use a thin pot because it won't transfer the heat except from the bottom. And that's how you burn your stuff. But cast iron will not, it's not going to burn. It's going to absorb. This thing can get very, 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 very hot without burning. So just wanted you to know there's so many of these. There's sets of them. There's some that are a low that I use, my red one. There are some that are pots. There are some that are just cast iron pans that you make a steak in. Or you're going to blacken a fish or something. These are the ones you use. Okay? So let's get started. And the way we're going to start this off tonight, while we're making this, is I'm going to take some butter. All right? So let's get ourselves 4 tablespoons of butter, which is equivalent. Hold on. Do I have any out? I don't know if, oh yeah, I got one. Okay. I'm going to use some unsalted butter for this. Okay? And I'm going to also use a little bit of my garlic oil just so that when I put the butter in, it's not going to burn. It'll keep it from the butter itself from getting too brown. So 4 tablespoons of butter is equivalent to a half of a stick. So we're going to put that in here and break that right in half. And I'm going to put a little bit of garlic oil in here as well. All right, just to keep it. Yeah, I get my garlic oil. All right, so I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of garlic oil and put that in there as well. All right. Turn the heat on, and we're going to melt that down. In the meanwhile, I'm going to get an onion. Let me take 1 onion. You don't need to be here for that. I'm going to chop up 1 onion here. Okay? We're going to add okay. I'm going to add some of my garlic from my garlic oil as well. But I want to saute the onion up first. All right? We're going to remember, we build flavors. When we're doing something, I'm always building flavors. I don't take everything and throw it in a pot. All right? Will it work? Yeah, probably. Will it come out as good? Probably not. Okay? So just 1 minute, I'm just chopping this up. I'm going to be putting that in once that melts all the way down. Okay? Okay. Got that?
Is there a reason you're freezing the cookies?
What?
Is there a reason you're freezing the cookies?
Yeah, they're cooling them down. You can take them in.
It's starting to snow.
All right. Take them in, would you? Thank you. All right. Okay. Okay, we're going to saute these up. This is the beginning of our soup. All right, this is our broccoli and cheddar soup, the beginning of it. Okay, that's the first thing we're doing is that. All right, the next thing, once that sautés down, I'm going to add the garlic, and then I'm going to put some flour in it. Okay, we're going to thicken it right away. In the meanwhile, I got to make a chicken stock. So, what am I using? I'm going to take you over here again. Okay? Keep that low. And I've got to make some chicken stock up. So, this is, I'm going to make like 3 cups of chicken stock. All right, so I've got to put basically 3 tablespoons of chicken base. I use the Knorr. Now I have Knorr on my list, but it's the powder, not the base. Okay? And it's great stuff. I use this in place of salt. So I'm going to put 1, 2, and 3. 1 for each cup. Okay? Get some hot water in here. And I've made my own chicken base, my own chicken stock. All right? It's great, it's flavorful, and it works really, really well. Okay, we got our onion cooking. We're sauteing these onions up. Okay? We have it in the butter. We have it in a little bit of oil. Once these are softened, I'm going to add some flour to this, all right, and thicken it up. Okay? I got to get some milk and some heavy cream. I'll get that ready. Okay. All right, it's still going. Nice. I'm getting all the other ingredients ready to add.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That was like concrete.
All right. Okay. Okay, we got that going nice.
Whoa.
Let's get this right here. Softening it up. Okay, it's important that I get this soft. Why? Because you want the sugar to be released in the onion. Okay? Just makes your soup or what you're making going to be so much sweeter by doing this. A little bit more. Okay. All right. Just feeling it. Okay, they're starting to soften nice. We're making a broccoli cheddar soup. Creamy, cheesy.
Crappy?
Hopefully, really, really crappy.
Oh, my favorite. Crappy was a happy mistake.
Yes. I'm going to turn the barbecue on. Oh, it's snowing out here. Woo! Okay. We got a nice wet snow going on outside also.
Lovely.
Let me grab my cookies. Nope, they're not done yet. Another 2 minutes on the cookies. Last batch. Okay. All right. Now we're going to add some flour. Probably about 1/4 cup. All right. But we want to. I'm going to be adding it by hand. Okay. That's going to. This is what the thickener is. I may use a little Wondra also. But this will work initially. Okay, I'm going to cook that flour a little bit in that butter and the oil and the onion. That's my thickener. Okay, I'll probably add some Wondra also later and adjust the thickness accordingly. All right, next thing I want to add to that, I have milk and cream right here. I have 2 cups of, like 1.5 cups of milk and about 1/2 cup of heavy cream. All right? So we're going to add that as well. And we're going to add our chicken stock to that. All right, where did I do with my chicken stock? Here it is. Okay. First thing I'm putting in is our chicken stock. Okay. So we have that. Now we're going to add our chicken stock to this. This is the chicken stock I made with that Knorr. Now, whether it's the powder or it's the base, the chicken base is stronger. The powder, just follow directions on it, but it's great stuff. It really, really, it'll change the way you cook if you have it. You start eliminating just straight salt to using the chicken stock in place of it, but you got to learn the adjustment because if you put too much, it's very strong. Just telling you. All right, now see this? Still very thin. Okay, we're going to bring this to a boil. We're going to add our milk and our heavy cream. All right. Okay. All right. Here's where we change the dynamic of what we're cooking here. Let me just take those cookies out of the oven. And we can be done with that. Yeah, these are done. Perfect. Nothing's burnt. Nothing's burnt. Okay. All right. Remember we shred up the carrots and the broccoli? Now we're going to cook it right in here. Okay? Okay, broccoli, cheddar soup we're making. So we have the onion, that was in 4 tablespoons of butter. We sauteed it up. We put a little bit of garlic oil in there. Okay. Then we put 3 cups of chicken base, 3 cups of chicken stock, which I made a base out of. All right. Now we're going to add to this some smoked paprika. Okay? We're going to add some fresh pepper to this. We're going to let this cook. I want to cook the broccoli and the carrot so that they soften up. They're out. I got them up there. Thank you. All right. We're going to let this cook up. All right. Want to bring it to a boil. Let the broccoli and the carrot, let's get the sugars out of it. Then we're going to be adding our heavy cream and our cheese. And then it's pretty much let it cool and it'll be done. But we're going to let those vegetables cook for about 10 minutes. Okay? We'll let this cook about 10 minutes. Just like it is. Okay? Then we're going to add our heavy cream, our milk, and our cheese. Now, for me, I like my softened garlic that I want to add to this as well. It's not going to be overpowering at all. Look at this. See how this melts right down, squeezes it. Okay? Just adds a dimension of flavor. I like the garlic. I have garlic in a lot of different things. So, you know, for me, again, I'm making it to my taste. Now, you don't have to use that if you don't like that. Okay? All right, while that's cooking, we need to make a glaze for those ribs. Okay? We need to make a glaze for our ribs. So we're going to do that in one of these pans. I'm going to lower this. We're going to stay right here, and we're going to make our glaze. All right? And all I'm going to use, basically, I just want to sweeten them up some. Okay? So I would like to just use some honey, some soy sauce, maybe a little orange juice, or if we have any,
What?
what do you call it? The sweet and sour. Saucy Susan. We got one? No. Yes. So smart, Mama. So smart. All right. All right. I'm adding some Saucy Susan to that. Okay? Honey, some Saucy Susan, and I'm going to add some soy sauce to that. If I have it here, do I have it here? Or we can even use oyster sauce, or we can use sesame oil. No, I think I'm just going to use that. That'll be my salt. Yeah. Nope. Do we not have it here? Nope. I gotta let that cook. Let's get some, I need to find it. What did I do with my soy sauce? If I don't have it, then I'm gonna use something else. But I think I have it. Not here, not here, not here. Okay. We're gonna have to adjust. So, any suggestions, family? What do you want to use in place of that? Oh, I got it. Hold on. All right. It's my salt. I'm going to give it one hit of some Worcestershire. Okay? That's our mix. This is what we're going to brush onto our ribs. This is going to give it a nice glaze. Covering that, lowering that. I'm bringing the ribs over. Right here. Okay. I'm going to take some of a little bit of the juice drippings from that. Okay. Let's get our brush. Mix that up. And let's paint our ribs. Now they're all cooled down. Okay. We're going to get these on the barbecue. All right. All right, you ready? You ready? All right, I'm going to go put these ribs. I'm throwing them on the barbecue. It's snowing out there. I'm not bringing them out. I'm just going to throw them on there and let them cook, and we're going to finish this soup. Okay? So I'm coming right back. I'll talk to you while I'm out there. I'm just getting these going. All right? Oh, yeah, it's snowing out here. I got to get my suntan lotion going. Nice. Okay. All right, we got those on. We got this on. Let's finish our soup right now. Let's finish this up. Let's get back over here. I got the ribs on there, so I've got to keep an eye on them. I have them rib side down right now. So, and the temperature is very, very hot on that barbecue. Making myself a little room here. All right. This is our broccoli cheddar soup. We didn't put any cheddar. We have the broccoli in here. We have onion in here. We have the carrot in here right now. Okay? We cooked up the veggies. Got a nice thickness here, right? We have some, we put 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, some garlic oil, some garlic, some chicken base. We made a broth, 3 cups. Okay? We put some flour in here. And now, we're going to add some cream and milk. This is a combination of cream and milk right here. Okay. I didn't use it all. I want to save some of it. Okay, I'm going to cook that up. Looks good, right? These pots are amazing. The cast iron pots is a great gift. It's a great wedding gift. Anybody getting married, you got to get them one of these. All right? They come in all different sizes and some are better than others, but these are great. They're worth every dime. All right? So now I've got the cheddar. I have 2 cups of cheddar that I want to put in here. Okay? I just want to see what the consistency is before I do that. Okay. Now I can thicken this a little bit if I want to. This right here is Wondra and some milk. Okay? It's almost like a cornstarch in a sense, but it really works well to thicken. And I do want this to be pretty thick. All right? Now the cheese is absolutely going to thicken this. But we're going to finish it right here by using some Wondra. I have 2 tablespoons in here, and I'm just okay. It's good. That's going to thicken that nice. Okay. Now we're going to finish that with, we have the leftover cream and milk. Now we're going to put our cheddar in. Okay? This is the cheddar. It's going right in there. Finishes this off. 2 cups. Cheddar cheese. And we have a beautiful, beautiful broccoli and cheddar soup. Yeah, the rest of this milk, cream. This is done. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Now I'm going to cover this. I'm going to put this on a really low simmer, and we're going to have that. Let's just finish our dinner up. Okay? Okay. I want to get this stuff out of my way. Right here. Let me go turn the ribs over. All right, I'm going to go turn my ribs. I'm going to be coming back with those in a minute or 2. Oh, beautiful. Woo. Oh, man. These are going to get some beautiful color. Beautiful color. Right here. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Got all this here. Cleaned later. Okay, that's done. This is done. Just to get some of my stuff out of the way so I can prepare to have a little bit of some delicious flavor. All right, we're going to fall into flavor with some ribs. Oh, I didn't make my coleslaw. Should I make it or not? Should I make the coleslaw? What do you think?
I can't show my phone.
What? You can't find your phone? All right. Yes? Okay, we'll make it. Let me get a bowl. One of our stainless steel bowls real quick. All right, first thing I want to do is make my mix for my coleslaw. Okay? I'm taking a cap full. I'm going to do this quick. I'm doing a cap full of white vinegar. Okay? I'm using a little bit of honey. That's how I do it. So that's how I'm doing it. Okay? Little honey. All right? Little white pepper. A little bit of salt. Okay. Where is that? Where's that? Oh. Okay. Okay. A little mayo. What is that noise? That your phone you're looking for?
Finding my phone.
Oh.
My iPad can find my phone.
Now I'm adding some buttermilk ranch. That's what I do. Now, if you want to add a little mustard, you certainly could. I'm probably not going to. Just going to take this. Taking some shredded coleslaw mix with carrots in it. Okay? I'm mixing this up in my other bowl. These bowls, again, so handy. I like mine a little bit drier. I don't want it soaking wet with mayo and stuff, but you can add more if you wanted to. That was vinegar, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, buttermilk ranch, cap full of white vinegar. All right? Coleslaw is done. You could add some other stuff to it if you want to, but we're not going to right now because I got to go turn. Let me take this out. I'll bring you over there so you can watch what I got to do. All right? But as long as I don't get you disconnected here. All right? It's snowing and raining out there. So these look good. Okay. back of this. That's how I wanted them. Charred. Nice. Sticky. Delicious. All right. We're ready for dinner. We're ready for dinner. All right? I'm going to get a nice pan to put those on. Okay? We got some nice ribs here. All right, hold on 1 minute. Let me get this set up there. And we're gonna have to enjoy some deliciousness together. All right? I'm just gonna clear up a little area here. I'm coming out to get you. Hold on. I'll be right there. I gotta tell Mama that we got food. Anytime. Yeah. I mean, I've got everything, so I'm just gonna put it all together, see how it came out. All right. I'm gonna close this up. And let's get back in. Okay? Here's my happy coffee mugs. Here's my coffee mugs. Right? All right. All right, let's see how this all played out. And I'm going to ask you, what do you think? What do you think? Huh? Don't these look good? Oh, yeah. All right, let's plate. Let me get a plate for this. I'm going to use this one tonight. Okay. I get a bowl. A nice happy bowl. We need a spoon, we need a knife. I don't even know if we need a knife, but we're gonna take one anyway. Okay, I'm going to cut some of these right here. Okay. And cut some of these ribs right there. I'm going right down here with it. Look at that. Come on. Oh my. Oh my goodness. And this is going to be goodness. Okay. All right, do you see? We timed it pretty good. Okay? I think we got our timing down. All right? Pork ribs, Uncle Glenn style, which is no style. We make it up as we go along. Coleslaw for our happy ribs. And for my feature, and what I'm looking forward to here is going to be, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Okay. Broccoli and cheddar soup with carrots, onions. Oh, this is going to be so good. All right. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, come on. Come on. What do you think? You think it's going to be good? I think we're going to have some good food. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. What do you think? Oh, look, I got lemonade. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at these ribs. Oh, we made them together. Everything we made together. Look at that. Come on. Huh? It's crappy. Mama, come on and have some crappy food with me. Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. For those all 775 people that are on here, some of you will stay, some of you won't, but this is what I do before I eat when I am out or at home. All right? I give thanks to my God for all of this wonderfulness that He's blessed me with. To be grateful and thankful for every little thing, and thankful and grateful for all of you that have spent your time here. For every heart, for every tap, for every rose, for every, all of it. And even those lemonades and claws and trains, and you guys are the best. Now, bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts, which you're about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. Lord Jesus, I just want to thank you in public for all that you give to me in private. Thank you for the blessings, the protection for my family, my children, my wife. Thank you for having overcome obstacles in my life, that you carried me through them. You held my hand. I did what I could, and when I couldn't, you carried me. And I thank you, Lord God, for that. And I would ask that you would meet each person that's on here, all 172 of them, wherever they are, whether they're healthy or sick, whether they're happy or they're going through trials, that, Lord God, you would bless them and bestow your grace abundantly on them, allow your Holy Spirit to indwell in them. And I ask all of this in Jesus Christ's holy name. Amen. All right. Now I get to taste. Now we get to taste. Look at this. Look at that. It's so creamy, cheesy, and hot. Man, this is hot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. You know, sometimes I gotta say, it's really good. Oh my gosh. Mama, you gotta taste this. You gotta taste this. This is right up your alley. Oh, whoa. See the carrots in there? And the texture on the broccoli, on that little machine, how it ground it up into like little seeds. The flavor of the broccoli, the flavor of the carrots, the cream, the cheese, the saltiness of that chicken base. It's great for the snowy day, is right. You saw it out there. Oh, man. I could just keep going on here. Yes, we're almost at St. Patty's Day, Melissa! Melissa, Tuesday! Wow. Wow. Oh, you're snowed 1 inch in Virginia and I'm still on my balcony. Chew with your mouth closed, please. No, Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear, one of the things you gotta learn, all right? I'm in my house. I eat like a slob. I get stuff all over me. I eat with my mouth open. You're gonna hear me chomping. That's what I do. I'm home. I don't care. Now, if it bothers you, I'm sorry. I respect you. I'm a slob. I admit it. So, yes, I'll show you the cookies. I'll show you the cookies, Pooh Bear. Wait a minute, I'm trying to keep my mouth closed while I'm eating. It ain't working. All right? All right. Next. Next. Try my coleslaw. All right? Crunchy. You can hear it. All right? Not overly mayonnaised or anything else. It's got a nice texture. It's got a nice flavor. That's what I wanted. What do you think, Pastor, huh? It does look good, right? Ah. Wow. They're sticky. They're crunchy. They're moist. And they're full of flavor. Full of flavor. Everything we did here is full of flavor. All right? And that outer coating that we just made with the honey and the Saucy Susan and teriyaki, crushed it. They're almost falling off the bone, but not quite. So they're going to maintain their structure. I'm going to show you the cookies after I finish this rib. Yeah? Have this rib. All right. Wow. Very, 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 very good. Very good. All right, let's take a peek at the cookies. I got to put them on a plate, so give me a minute. Okay. Oh, these are going to be good oatmeal. These are oatmeal. All right. I mean, I've got so many of them here. I have plenty. There's got to be 30. I think about 30 of them. Okay, I'm just going to put a few. I'm leaving some out. All right, let's look at the cookies. Here they are. All right. Here's our cookies. Oatmeal. Banana. Have a little taste. Don't apologize. Oh, no, are you kidding me? Come on. You know we love you. Hey, listen, because you guys don't, I'm rude. I know it. And I'm not offended. And if I offend you, I say I'm sorry. But I don't care, though. You gotta understand, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't care because I'm home. I gotta hear this from mama. You slob. You eat like a slob. You're a pig. You don't clean right. I get it all day. All day. Homemade oatmeal cookie. I think that we had a really nice combo tonight, right? Look, let's review. This came out tremendous. Amazing. And for a day like today, what a great, great treat. And you want to know something? I just ate an oatmeal cookie. And it all blends together so well. I really want to cook for this family. I want you to cook for me. I want us to be together. But you got to follow. I mean, I don't know if anyone is following. Anyone new here that just followed? Has anyone gone to the YouTube channel at Uncle Glenn #2 and helped out by subscribing? Cost you $0. But all of these lives I upload on there. All of them now. Because they're there forever. You can pause. You can skip ahead to see something that you might have missed. All right? And that's why I've been doing it. So this will always be our home, because this is where it all started. We started with less than 200 people the end of May last year, and we're getting close to 38,000 of us. But I need 1,000 followers on YouTube. I need 1,000 on Instagram. Once I have that, we're going to be able to go live simultaneously. All right? I'm Uncle Glenn #2. That's what you look for. And #2 meaning not the #2. Not the one that Mama started. #2 meaning also. Uncle Glenn also. Uncle Glenn #2. But it is the #2. Not Uncle Glenn #2, the swirly emojis that I got, the brown ones. All right? Not those. That's not what it is. I hope. This is terrific. Oh, you'll see that too. You'll see Uncle Glenn under a different light come next year. All right? And you go, oh, I don't believe you just did that. Uncle Glenn, you don't speak like that. Uncle Glenn, what did you just do to that person? I know it. You guys are going to get mad at me. All right? I know it, but it's all right. Mmm. These are ribs that we made. We started them in the oven. Look at that, falling right off the bone. We dry rubbed them. We put them in pineapple juice, covered them in the oven for about an hour and a half at about 300 degrees, 325 degrees. Took them out, let them cool off. And we made a glaze out of honey and saucy Susan and some soy sauce and some Worcestershire sauce. And we put it on there and I threw them on the barbecue to finish. So they're sticky and crunchy and moist and delicious. All right? Then we made some quick coleslaw. I mean, it took about 3 minutes. And here we put a cap full of white vinegar, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, some buttermilk ranch, a little bit of honey, and a cap full of white vinegar. A little salt, a little pepper. Bingo, done. This we made was the broccoli and cheddar soup with carrots, cream, milk, chicken base or chicken stock, some flour, butter, and 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. Unbelievably good. And while it's snowing out there, oh my gosh. But you see the carrots and the broccoli? We put it in one of my machines that I have. I got as a gift. It was on we had it up. What a great tool. Cleans up quick. It's not heavy. You don't need to keep it on your counter. It's a food grinder. Now tomorrow I'm going to try, I got some beans, coffee beans. I'm going to grind them up in there. Yep. So, yeah, I'm not a chef. I'm not a chef. All right. I'm just love learning, practicing, and these are oatmeal cookies. Okay. Oatmeal cookies with cran raisins in them. All right. We started today at 2 o'clock. Took us about 3.5, 4 hours. We finished up the pastry dough that we made for the next live. We're going to make something really special with that. Something great. Then we started our ribs. We rubbed them. We cleaned them, rubbed them in a spice mix that we made. We made it up. We made it up. We didn't, there was like, the little, we made it. You guys were telling me what to put in. I threw this. Yeah. Oh, you want this? Yeah. We put it in. Came out amazing. Amazing. All right. Then we put them in the oven. We cooked them for an hour and a half. Let them cool. We made a glaze out of honey, some saucy Susan, some soy sauce, and some Worcestershire. And we put it on the barbecue to finish. They were amazing. Amazing. All right. And we made our broccoli and cheddar soup. All right. And it was just fresh broccoli. We chopped it up in my chopper. Carrots, onion. I mean, we just great. Great dinner. And then we made oatmeal cookies. Well, I'll show you a couple of products before we're out of here. All right. You can see it, what we used. This was the Happy Machine that ground up the carrots and the broccoli. It took no time, and you guys saw it. I put it together. I don't have to keep it on my counter. It's light. And it works amazing. Amazing. I showed you on speed 1, speed 2. How long did it take us to grind that up? Nothing. And the cleanup was nothing. It's not all one piece. So the motor is separate on this thing, which is great. And it's not even heavy. It's not even heavy. So great tool. Great tool. I got this as a gift from Dwayne. One of our family members sent this to me. I said, what a great thing. I was chopping by hand all the time. Lauren Baker. Oh, Lauren. Lauren made me happy. I love Lauren. All right. And we used our stainless steel bowls today, which you've seen. Okay. And this was something that everybody loved. And I learned something about it tonight. All right. Mama told me. I've had this. She got this. I want to show you. All right. Look. Look. Look what she got. All right. Look. You know how you put pans, your pots and your pans, you got to stack them up on each other, right? And if they're wet, the water forms on the bottom. If you need one of the pans on the bottom, you got to take all of them out and you got to get them out again. And then you got to put them all back in. Pain in the butt. So one morning, I came out to get my eggs, go make my eggs. I open up the cabinet and this is what I see. You want to see what I see? Mama did this. All right? Look. Look at that. Look at that. And she taught me something. These are all adjustable. Because I was wondering why the one in the middle was so much bigger. She goes, I made it that way. All you do is adjust those little things to whatever size you want. So that goes right in there. Okay? All your pans are easy. If you have double ones, you want to use ones for lids, it's great. It's great. And for me, it's simple because I go, whoop. Now I don't have to pull everything out, especially when I'm cooking with yous. All right, makes it so easy. I think it's a great tool. A couple of good things. This isn't all just about selling you something. I'm trying to tell you what I do. And this was the whole purpose where, just getting together with you, being able to show you, hey, I just used some Wondra when I made the soup. Or I used some soy sauce. I can show you the labels. Because I am on a promotional live. Now, I don't even have this to sell you, but I can show you and I can tell you, all right, some of the good things that work. That's all. You want to support this channel? You want to help out the family? You want to help Uncle Glenn out a little bit? It makes life a little easier for me because these lives, I got to get a lot of stuff. It takes a lot of hours. And I would keep doing it, and I've been keeping doing it, even when it was costing me to do. Why? Because I love you guys, and you guys spend so much of your time over here. And what more can anyone ask for other than that? So, anybody have any questions about anything? All right. How'd you make out, Jenny Jen? Hope the doctor said we're going to take care of business, right? Kit Kat, Blossom Fairy. Lynn, I love you too, Lynn. Kathy Smith, we love you and Mama. Mama, did you hear that? They love you. I don't know how you guys are able to say that. So good to see you, Lauren. So good to see you. Lauren and I were talking one day. Is it all right if I discuss? I got to tell you, first of all, Lauren, one time, funny story, she sent Uncle Glenn a gift. All right? She sent me a gift. So I'm waiting for it. I went at the post office. They open up at 9 o'clock. I'm there at 8, 7:30, waiting at the door. Ooh, I want my gift. I want to see what I got. I grab it. I come home. All right? And Mama was here. So I opened it up with her. And there inside was all of these, first of all, as you're opening it, smelled amazing. Smelled like strawberries, cinnamon. Oh, I go, oh, I open it up and I see, I thought they were sprinkles. I go, oh, look what she got me, all these different flavored sprinkles. So I'm thinking right away, I'm going to make a cake. Now, if Mama wasn't there, I would have, because I don't read things. You think I read to say, oh, you know? She goes, they're not sprinkles. I go, what are you talking about? She goes, they're wax melts. And she took it and ran away. She loved them. The house smells amazing. But that was, you know, our friend. Then she sent us some more. It was just so nice. But I got such a wonderful message from her the other day. And it made me say to myself, you know what? God is working with us. God is working in our lives. And I am the one that's blessed here because he's enabled. Sometimes you just say something or do something and it's like a seed. We're the gardeners and we just plant the seeds. But God nourishes us. And Lauren said to me, Uncle Glenn, I went out and I bought myself a Bible. And she said, but I just don't know how to pray. And I said to her, first of all, I got immediately chills because I said to her, Lauren, you just said a prayer. Okay? Prayers don't have to be anything formal. A prayer can be a thought. It's all about us submitting to a wonderful, loving God. And I know it's true because I believe it. And for those of you that are on here and you say, well, you shouldn't say that, I really don't care. You want to know why? Because I know it's true. How do I know it's true? Because I believe it. It's a very simple circle. You can't say that you believe something if you don't believe it to be true. So it's either or. Either you know it and you believe it, or you don't. Okay? And you know, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that we have here with this family. And we're all encouraging one another. We're all always positive to one another. And if you're not, you're out of this room, either by choice or so, and we respect each other. All right? We respect each other. Now, I know you guys are here and we carry sometimes each other's burden. Jenny Jen has been sick. Kit Kat's going through a lot with her mom. Melissa had, you know, a heartache with her dog. And, you know, just so many others. I mean, Frances is, you know, scared out of her mind. You know, and she said, Uncle Glenn, I had a sore in my mouth and I found out, doctor said it's cancer. What do we do but love and care and carry and respect and pray for one another? And there's a lot of power in prayer, especially as a group. Where two or more are gathered, there I am in the midst of you. All right, so. All right, anyway. All right, my friends, I got a lot of cleanup to do. I'm glad it's only 6 o'clock at night, not 11. All right, I've got some real estate work to do. So if anybody is in the New York area and you are thinking about getting into the real estate business, you could always message me. I've had a few people already and because I mentor and train real estate agents. I've been doing it 30 years. If you're looking to find out what your house is worth, or you want to list it, or you're looking for a house and you're in the New York area, reach out to me. I'll help you. We'll have coffee together, you know. And if you're in a different state, my company is nationwide. It's called Villa Home, Vylla. And if you have any of those needs, you can reach out to me and I'll put you in the right person. All right? So I guess want to thank you all again for your time. Thank you for your taps. Thank you for your hearts, your fan club, your follows, the gifts that I miss all the time from Melissa, from Kit Kat, from the rah, 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 and the pots of gold that spill all the time, and then I miss the picking up the coins. And just, there it is. But it's weird. Sometimes I'm allowed to read my comments. Sometimes I can't. I don't know what Tic Tac's doing. They got to get it together, though. All right? But in the meanwhile, don't forget, go to my YouTube, Uncle Glenn 2. Subscribe, follow, like, and say hi. And I'll say hi back. All right? I'll see you guys again. Maybe tomorrow we'll do our pastry, though. If not tomorrow, Saturday. I definitely will not be on Sunday afternoon because I have some stuff I have to take care of. But we'll leave it at that. And I will see you either tomorrow, Saturday, God willing. God bless you all.